morning, squad. Happy hump day. Welcome back to Mad Mizzy Sports Morning Show, the best, most authentic morning show. All sports news out right now. To start off episode 7, we got to start it off. We ain't got too much news that's coming out this week. So to start off episode 7, we really going to dive in on what's going on in college football and the new rankings in the top 5 specifically. Let's start at number 5 with Clemson dropping from number 4 to number 5. I do agree with that. I felt like Clemson came out against Georgia Tech and they dominated, but it was more so a team effort. I wanted to see a little bit more from DJ. I ain't going to butcher his last name. I be trying it. I'm going to get it by the end of by midway through the season. I'm going to get it down packed, but for right now, I ain't going to butcher it. I wanted to see a little bit more from DJ in that offense. The defense, of course, should have dominated against Georgia Tech, but I also looked at it and I was like, my Michigan Wolverines would have beat on them. And speaking of my Michigan Wolverines, we're up to number 4. I felt like our showing did show that we're as strong as we were when we came into the playoffs. So I think our defense and the sacks that we got showed that we could replace what Aiden Hutchinson and David Ngakoue brought to our defense last year, which was, 20-plus sacks. So us showing we're able to replace that productivity said, we can bring them back into the top 5. And I completely agree with that. At number 3, OSU falling from number 2 to number 3. Now, like I said, I felt like OSU was going to start off slow. That's kind of been their MO since I've been watching college football, is that they kind of start off slow, but then they start hitting their stride around mid-season and their offense looks unstoppable. So for me, I don't think it was more so about OSU and them starting slow. I felt like everybody probably predicted they would start slow, but it was more so about the number 2 team who dominated Oregon so bad that, listen, we got to make y'all number 2, and that's Georgia. They beat on Oregon so bad. How could you as the committee keep them at where I think they had them at number 4? You got to bump them up to number 2, and you keep Bama at number 1 because, they dominated their competition easily. I don't think they scored. They came out and they proved to be the team that we think they're going to be, and that's the number 1 adversary to the Georgia Bulldogs, or the number 1 contender for the national championship this year. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything pans out with 2 of the top 5 teams being from the Big Ten and the SEC. Shout out to the Big Ten. Shout out to the SEC. You dig what I'm saying? But moving on, yesterday I spoke on what's the most intriguing matchup in the NFL in Week 1. Oh, we one day away though. We one day away. I can't wait till Rams-Bills tomorrow night. But I want to bring in what is the absolute worst matchup Week 1 on the slate of games for Week 1. For me, it's got to be the Ravens at the lonely Jets, man. They don't even know if Zach Wilson going to play. If Joe Flacco old self go out there against that Ravens team that's going to come out like a buzzsaw this year after what happened last year with all the injuries, they fully healthy, defense coming stacked, Lamar Jackson 230 ready to run all over everybody and sling it all over the field. Hey, listen, man, that is one hell of a call to give the Jets the Baltimore Ravens in Week 1. I know Sauce Gardner said he's different. He got to show he's different. Bro, you better be on the other side playing offense like Dion too. You feel me? Like, for you to impact the game the way you want to, bro, you got to be all over the field returning kicks. You got to treat this like a high school game, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Which I don't think he is. He's going to see how difficult it is to play in the NFL, which a lot of these rookies do. They come in and think, no, this is literally the best of the best. And I think the Ravens just going to come out there and utterly destroy them to kick off their season with a dominant win. I don't know why the schedulers would have did that to the New York Jets. They like, man, we ain't rocking with y'all, man. We ain't giving y'all absolutely no shot. You feel what I'm saying? But, the Jets themselves didn't give themselves a shot with the roster that they have. But moving on, not too much news in basketball. It's looking like Russ and Pat Bev are getting along so far in the workouts in Los Angeles. But the biggest news in the NBA right now is that the Sixers signed Montrezl Harrell to a 2-year deal. For me, it's a good move, but it's also a move that I wouldn't be surprised if they end up moving him before the trade deadline, just because the whole concept of the 76ers is if Embiid can stay healthy, if James Harden can kind of revert back to his Houston days form, and if Tobias Harris can just consistently be able to be that third option, because if y'all ask him to step up to be that second option, or no, consistently be the second option, but James Harden has to be a strong third option, because Tobias is not going to be like a Kobe with Shaq in the second option. He's not going to be like Dwayne Wade with LeBron James as a second option. He's not going to be like Kyrie Irving with LeBron James with a second option. He's not going to be reliable in that scoring aspect as much. So you're going to need that scoring from James Harden, and you're going to need that health from Joel Embiid. So to me, it's news, but we all know what the Sixers' success is predicated on. You dig what I'm saying? And it ain't Montrezl Harrell. You feel me? But to move on and end off episode 8, episode 7, Mad Mizzy Sports Morning Show. Let's speak on something that I ended it off with yesterday. I spoke on Tyson Fury, his relentless attitude to calling out the top fighters in his sport, in his weight class. And he just keeps on doing it. He doubled down yesterday, telling everybody that he's not even lowballing, or not lowballing Anthony Joshua, giving Anthony Joshua what he probably deserves in a split if they were to make a fight, and that's about 30%, 25%. He's saying he's offering Anthony Joshua 40% split of the pay-per-view buys if they make this mega fight. For me, that's enough right there for Anthony Joshua to take this fight. For one, because he can box. You feel what I'm saying? Go in there. He shouldn't have no fear because of his size and because he actually does have skill. You've been in the ring with Vladimir Klitschko. You've seen Klitschko. I think he went the full distance with Tyson Fury. So there should be no fear factor. And when you think about the upside as far as the views you're going to get, and not only the opportunity that you're going to get, bro, take it. I know Tyson Fury is the top echelon right now, and he's a beast. But bro, if he want to make that fight with you, make it. You feel what I'm saying? You're a warrior. You're a gladiator. Go out on your shield. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder would have been signed that joint for a fourth fight. You feel what I'm saying? Deontay, he don't care. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I loved about the whole Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder trilogy, was that either one of them, it could have went very bad, very south, very fast. So I love the fact that Tyson Fury is still poking the bear. He's still asking for the fights. He's still trying to give the fans, us fans, what we want, what we deserve. And we just need more of that in the sport. And I'm going to say specifically for Spence and Crawford. That's the type of energy y'all need to come to make this fight. Y'all shouldn't be too focused on the egos of this, that, and the third, when both of y'all are worth around the same amount. Both of y'all average around the same amount of pay-per-view buys, and this will be the biggest fight for both of y'all. Make it a 50-50 split. Y'all tripping. Y'all don't want to make the fight, man. But I love the energy that Tyson is giving off. I think Anthony Joshua will eventually take it. I mean, he's probably still recovering from a fight that he thought he won against Usyk. He clearly lost that fight, but he did perform well. But Usyk is just a better boxer, so I would like to see Tyson Fury take on Anthony Joshua and Usyk, but I don't know if Anthony Joshua is down for it. I know Usyk is, but he is so small compared to Tyson Fury, so small. So I don't know how that would even work. It would just be such a weight difference, such a height difference, such a size difference. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all know what it is. Mad Mizzy Sports Morning Show. Happy Hump Day. Get ready for NFL Sunday kickoff with the Super Bowl champ Rams and everybody's Super Bowl favorite, the Buffalo Bills. I'll touch on that tomorrow. But for kickoff, stay tuned. Tune in. Y'all know what it is. MizzyWorld Entertainment. Like, comment, share, subscribe, alert, listen. Gang.